Just imagine that you are giving a very complex prompt to Claude and then you walk away and let Claude figure it out everything in cloud. No waiting, no blocking your terminal, just come back when everything is ready, review it like a code review and let it go. That's exactly what Ultraplan does. And in today's video, I'm going to show you everything that you need to know to start working with Ultraplan in Claude Code. So before I talk about what Ultraplan is, let me explain the problem that it's trying to solve. So if you're already using the plan mode from Claude Code, you know that already that Claude reads your code base and create a step-by-step implementation plan before touching a single file. But here's the catch. Everything is happening inside your terminal. So it means when Claude is thinking and generating the plan, your terminal is busy. You cannot do another operation inside your terminal. And Ultraplan fixes this problem. So what the documentation is telling, Ultraplan hands the planning task from your local CLI to a Claude Code on the web session running in plan mode. Claude drops the plan in the cloud. This is very important. It drops the plan in the cloud while you keep working in your terminal. And when the plan is ready, you literally open it up in your browser to comment on specific section, ask for revision, and choose where basically to execute it. So in plain English, you type a command in your terminal, Claude picks it up, does all the heavy thinking in the cloud, generates a structured plan, and when it's done, you open a link in your browser to review it. So think of it like spinning a background job in the cloud, except it's basically an AI agent doing the task on your behalf in cloud. So here are the three important benefits as per the documentation. Targeted feedback. So basically comment on the individual section of the plan instead of replying to the whole thing. So basically when the plan will be presented to you, you can go to the individual section of the plan and provide your feedback. Hands-off drafting. The plan is generated remotely so your terminal stays free for the other work. So basically when Claude is generating the plan, your terminal is free. You are free to do other tasks, review another section of the code, or work on a different project because your terminal is free and Claude is generating this entire plan in cloud. And the third one is a flexible execution, which means when the plan is presented, you will have the option to either approve the plan and execute in the web and create a PR request, or send the request back to terminal and execute inside the terminal. So the project that I'll be using for today's video is basically this one, which is none other than Live International Space Station Tracker. I've already cloned that GitHub repo in my desktop and here is all the code. So let me first quickly run this one. And this is how the application looks like. This is where the International Space Station is now and all the features. Okay, so now let's go back to the Visual Studio Code and open this claude.md. This is the file where everything is being written, how the application is being created and everything. For today's video, let's focus on this portion, where in every 2 seconds, the application is currently fetching the current live location of International Space Station. So what I want to do today, I want to change the frequency from 2 seconds to 10 seconds. And I want Claude to do that in Ultraplan mode. So let's see that in action. First thing that I will do, I will disconnect the server and start the Claude. Claude is started. The way to initiate the Ultraplan is basically / followed by the Ultraplan. And then I need to provide my prompt. So here I'm telling, can you please change the frequency of ISS live location fetch. Okay. Now this is what I want to do. So I'm going to press enter. So the moment I press enter, it is telling me whether I want to run in Ultraplan mode, which will launch in Claude Code on the web, or not now. But I want to run in Ultraplan mode. So I'll select 1. And the moment I select that, what will happen? It will present me with a unique URL, which I can open in my browser. And the moment I open that in my browser, it is telling that it started doing the job for me. It's basically going through the code and trying to find out where to make the change and come up with a plan. Currently, the implementation is to fetch in every 2 seconds, but I asked to change the frequency, but I didn't mention what is the frequency. Should I make it 10 seconds, 15 seconds, or what is the frequency that I have not provided? So Ultraplan is intelligent enough that it needs an input from me. So when Ultraplan needs an input on the terminal, you'll find this option, Ultraplan needs your input. And then you can literally open this one. And here are different options, 1 second, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds. So for the time being, let it make 10 seconds. And the moment I do that, the message changed. Now it's basically doing the execution, and very soon it will present me the plan. Okay, here is a plan. So what the plan is telling? The plan is telling that for this functionality, the changes has to be done on this file, line number 308. Currently it's 2000, so it has to make it 10,000. And also there is a comment on line number 299 where currently this is the comment and it will make to 10 seconds. Okay, sounds good. But let's imagine I don't want to make it 10 seconds. I want to make it 15 seconds. What can I do? Should I need to start a new session? No. This is the beauty of the Ultraplan mode. In the web, you can highlight a section and put your comment, make the interval as 15 seconds and put your comment. And then you can send this comment. The moment you do that, Claude will update the plan based on what you have given. So now you see it was 10,000 before, now it's 15,000, basically the 15 seconds, and these are the changes. Now at this stage, if everything looks good, then I'll literally have two options. Before I say that, if everything looks good, I can also put my emoji, indicating that I like the plan. Okay, so emoji is given, everything looks good. So at this stage, I have two options. Either I can approve the Claude plan and ask Claude to start implementing the coding directly in the web. So if I go with this approach, then what we'll do, Claude Code will basically implement these changes in web and create a new PR request, which will go against this GitHub repo. But there is another option. Another option is that I can approve the plan and put it back to the terminal. Terminal means here. So it's currently telling Ultraplan is ready. So I've reviewed the plan, everything looks good, and all I'm doing is I'm choosing this option, approve the plan and teleport back to terminal. So if I select this option and come back here, you can see that the entire plan came here, and now I have three options in my terminal. Implement here, start a new session, or cancel. So for the time being, I choose implement here. So I select one, and what Claude Code is doing, Claude Code is implementing the plan. Okay, it's making the change, as you can see here, from 2 seconds to 15 seconds. I like this change, so I say yes. And also it changes from 2 seconds to 15 seconds. I also like this change, I say yes. And all the changes are done. So if I open my server.js, so these are the two changes. Initially it was 2 seconds in the comment, now it's 15 seconds. This is actual value, it was before, and this is a new one. So I have used the Ultraplan mode to make the changes. But the difference is that the generation of the plan happened in the cloud. So when Claude was going through my code, trying to find out all the places where the changes has to be done and generating the plan, everything was happening in the cloud. My terminal was active. I can literally work on different projects during that time. So that's the power of Ultraplan. So let me quickly explain the workflow of this Ultraplan. So you start with your terminal. You start from your terminal where you put /Ultraplan, and this is your prompt. The moment you do that, a handover will happen, and basically that will go from your terminal to Claude on web, where AI agent will go through your code and generate the plan. During the generation of the plan, two things can happen. Agent might need some input, or everything is given and the plan is ready. In the plan review mode, it will ask for the input. And once you provide the input, the control will again go back to the web. And with that input, agent will go through the code and generate the plan. But once the plan is ready, it will be presented in the plan review on the web mode. And here you can literally go through the plan. You can put your comment, like explain this feature. You can highlight a particular section. You can put your own emoji. Once everything is done, everything is reviewed, you have now two options. First option, you can tell Claude to run and implement this feature directly in the web. If you go with this option, what will happen? If Claude will generate everything in the cloud and it will create a PR, a pull request. And then you need to complete the pull request for the feature to be merged with the actual Git repo. But if you go with this option, basically the second option, what will happen? This plan will be presented back into the terminal. So you started from the terminal, now you are back into the terminal again. And once you are here, you can either implement in the current session, you can start a new session, or you can save the plan to a file. You have these three options. And if you select the option 1, then basically as per the plan, Claude Code will implement the changes. So this is what the Ultraplan workflow looks like. It starts from the terminal, it goes to cloud, and finally it will come back to the terminal. Okay, so let's try to understand when you should use this Ultraplan mode. I'll give you a few scenarios where this Ultraplan mode will definitely help you. So let's imagine you are migrating an auth service from session to JWTs. This involves understanding the existing auth flow. 2, identifying all the places where sessions are being used. 3, planning a JWT utility creation. 4, sequencing the migration so nothing or any of your existing implementation breaks. And 5, creating a rollback strategy. So it's not a one-liner change, it's a multi-step, multi-file operation. So in this scenario, Ultraplan will let Claude to go through all the files, understand the context, and come up with a very structured plan so that you can review that before touching a single piece of your code. So imagine you are building a new microservice and you need Claude to plan out the service structure, API contract, database schema, and deployment strategy. That is exactly the kind of thing you want to review like a document, not scroll through in the terminal. So this is one of the examples where you should definitely use Ultraplan. So one feature which definitely stands out when talking about why you should use the Ultraplan. So you generate the plan and then instead of immediately approving it, you share the session link with your colleague so that they can go through the plan and also review the plan. So it's like another pair of eyes. So this turns Ultraplan a lightweight async planning tool, a technical doc generated by an AI, which you can review and approve so that it can be followed during the implementation. And this is a very simple one, but a very practical one. You are in the middle of debugging something, you need to plan a big feature, but you don't want to block your active terminal session. So with Ultraplan, you type the command, let the cloud pick it up and prepare the plan in the backend, in the cloud, and you still continue working in your terminal on the other feature. Once the plan is ready, you'll be presented, you review that, approve that, and ask Claude to implement that according to the plan. So a couple of things that you need to know before using this Ultraplan. This feature is currently in a research preview, so behavior and capabilities may change based on the feedback. GitHub is required. Without GitHub, your Ultraplan will not work because Claude needs your Git repo to go through the code so that it can generate the plan. And if you're using remote control, then you need to know that remote control and Ultraplan cannot work together. If you are sending your plan back to terminal and cancel that, it doesn't mean that all your plan is gone, because Claude Code is going to save the plan in a file and it will present that path of the file so that in future you can always come back to that with the /command resume. Okay, so that's all for today. If you found this video helpful, Please hit the like icon and please subscribe to my channel Technical Potpourri. And don't forget to click on the bell icon so that next time when I publish videos like this, I want you to be notified. I'll drop the link of the official Ultraplan documentation in the description of this video so that you can definitely check that out. And if you have any question or feedback, please put that in the comment section of this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.